how do you get employee referrals when you're just starting out and you don't have any experience?
So I love that question. Thank you for asking it. That actually leads me right into, how to create these relationships, something that I think is really important, and that's being active on these platforms. If I see someone that comments on a bunch of my posts, if I see someone that is in the circles that I'm in, if I see someone that is sharing a lot in my network, I'm a lot more likely to answer a message I get from them. I'm a lot more likely to potentially do them a favor, introduce them to my network if what I'm seeing that they're sharing is really good. And so, it's all about creating that familiarity. If someone reaches out to me and I've never seen them on LinkedIn before, I've never had any interaction with them, and they're like, Ken, can you connect me to this person? I really want a job at this place. I don't know this person, how can I, that's my reputation if I'm connecting them. But, if I've seen you, if we've interacted a lot, if you've shared my stuff or whatever that might be, okay, this person has at least been a part of my story to this point. They're listening, they're working hard. I'll at least entertain the idea. I'll have a conversation with them. I'll maybe try and help them out if I can. I mean, I would love, my goal is to help as many people get data science, analytics, sports analytics jobs as possible. But at the same time, I want to make sure that my time isn't wasted. I want to make sure these people are putting in the necessary time, the necessary work, those types of things. And so there's, on the internet,
it's this human nature concept of, I always liken it to pushing a car. Like, let's say your car breaks down, you come out of your car and you're pushing it, right? Or two people are pushing it. Other people watching you are a lot more likely to come out of their car and help you push your car if they see you struggling and doing it, versus if you are just sitting with your feet up on the steering wheel saying, help, my car. And people will be like, oh, screw you, you're not doing it. Why am I going to even help you? So I think it's just psychological. We're hardwired to want to help those who look like they're really trying
to help themselves. Yeah. Well, it doesn't really fit with the analogy that well, but one thing that I think, I've clearly harped on that I really think helps with breaking that barrier is having good projects that are interesting to people. Mm-hmm. So if someone reached out to me and said, Ken, I did this project, I think it would be valuable to you or your company, I'd love to hear what you think. I wouldn't, you have to be delicate with this. Like, I'm not going to sit and read a 20-page paper.
Yeah, I was going to say, it depends how they approach it, right? If they send you a whole thing, you're like, okay, great.
Well, something I've seen, I talked with Jeremy over at Sharpest Minds, and he said, they're telling people to just like send GIFs of their project in the LinkedIn chat, right?
Okay.
And I mean, that is a cool, unique touch of visualization where you're telling the whole story without them having to click away, right? Mm-hmm. And so to me, it's like, well, someone can show me a whole sports analytics project in like 4 or 5 seconds.
Wow, right? Yeah, that's tough, but that would be cool if they can.
Well, if they could do that, I mean, isn't that really compelling for me to say, hey, like, I want to talk with this person more?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And so, it's all about, okay, how can I show that I've been working? How can I like not be asking for too much? How can I make like a friendly introduction? And how can I convey value to them or to their network very easily? So, if I wanted to get more into the sports analytics job specifically, I would say just do your projects on sports, share them. There's such active communities on Twitter and on Reddit. Like, put your work out there. There's so many cool things, especially in sports, that can go viral. And if you go viral, you're probably going to at least land some sort of blog writing job or something like that at the very least. And that leads into something greater, potentially working for a team, whatever that might be.